Nice. Alright, so Lenovo Y50 key replacement. Let's go ahead and get into it. I already replaced the E and F key. I feel like the G key might benefit from a replacement as well. What you're going to do is you're going to get a flathead. And you're going to vary. I went ahead and just shut off the computer. Well, it's going to sleep, so now it's going to wake back up. Going to very, very, very gently lift up on the key. Okay? You're going to see some white in there, okay? So you're going to come from the top. You're going to hold that white part down with your screwdriver. So normally when you do something, you pry it up. This is not that exactly. You want to keep your screwdriver holding that white part down. Use your flathead to hold the stuff in between the key and the keyboard, that thin white plastic piece, towards the base of the laptop. And then you use your fingers to pry the key off. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that again from this angle. You see how it's coming up already? This is going to leave you with this part currently separated from, if you can get a zoom on that, this part. I don't know if this is called a scissor hinge or what exactly yet. But the smaller piece clicks into each key, here and here, and the bigger piece clicks in. It actually slides in there and there. It's a G key. I'm going to go ahead and take the bigger piece off. And I'll detail to you right here. There is a U-shaped hinge here that's shaped this way. It starts here, it comes up, and it goes that way. There's another one here, comes up out of the keyboard, goes that way. Same with this one and this one, except they're facing the other direction. They come up and they go this way. This one comes up and it goes this way. So they are there to hook and hold those bigger pieces. Hold them in place. So I'm going to go ahead and use just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Take my flathead, I'm going to put it into that and wrap it around it so that I got the corner of the flathead on that piece. Now, you should not do this with your laptop on. Just did this already with a couple keys, and I'm trying to give a quick tutorial on how to get these sticky clean keys. Get back to a clean key from a sticky key, sorry. Alright. So go ahead and wipe down on there with your power off, and you're left with these two pieces. Right here, right here. The bigger piece, you're going to see in the middle of it, assuming that they came apart from each other, you're going to see a hinge on each side in the middle of it. On the smaller piece, this one's actually pretty tough to see. On the smaller piece, let me get this pointer over here. You can see long, taller ones, holes, and then you can see ones that are more rectangular. So you're going to focus on the taller, longer notches. What you're going to do is grab your big piece. You're going to take the taller, longer notches, and you're going to go opposite ways. And that should fit right into the notches. And you got to click it in there a little bit. It's the part that always sucks with things that they're this small. You got to click it in, and you got to be careful enough to where you don't harass the part so much, because it's so small that if you do it wrong, you could end up hurting the part. There we go. So it should end up looking somewhat like this. You're going to slide this bad bear in here to the top two hooks. And then you're just going to push down. You're going to hear it click. There's one click. I'll use this flathead to help me out a little bit. Well, you live and you learn. I accidentally put the middle piece in wrong. So I'm going to pop that out. I'm going to flip it around. Click it back in. So we got another scissor latch type thing going on. Again, I'm going to slide it in. The first two. I should hear 2 clicks. There we go. And now it's going to lay flat. You're not going to be able to get it up easily. Only if you use something that can get down there will you be able to see how it kind of works. So you got to make sure that it's in all the latches. Grab your key and all of its hooks should just be activated by pressing down, wiggling it around. Honestly, the first press usually works for me. Some people I've seen need to wiggle it around with some keyboard keys.